The 2024 NBA draft really didn't have a consensus top pick. It was expected to be one of two guys really, either Alex Sarr or Zaccharie Risacher. The Hawks moved up 9 picks at the lottery despite only having a 3% chance to, and got the first overall pick for just the second time in franchise history. Atlanta took David Thompson back in 1975 before he decided to play in the ABA instead. Alex Sarr reportedly didn't want to go to Atlanta, so it was Risacher that went at 1. He is French, so that's back-to-back Frenchmen first overall after Victor Wembanyama went to the Spurs last year. Risacher is only 19 years old and was actually born in Malaga, Spain, where his dad Stéphane Risacher played professional basketball. Stéphane Risacher is in the French Basketball Hall of Fame. He began playing pro basketball back in 1987, and he won a lot. He won the LMB Pro B Championship in 1991, won the LMB Pro A Championship in 1997, won the Greek Cup in 2002, and won the Spanish Cup in 2005. He had a long career playing up until 2010. He played 8 seasons in the EuroLeague, the top-tier league in Europe. Stéphane was a 6-time LNB All-Star, won the All-Star Game MVP in 1997, and was once a Greek All-Star. He represented France nationally and even won a silver medal at the 2000 Summer Olympics in Sydney, Australia. He also won a silver medal in the 1993 FIBA U21 World Cup in Spain. This guy had an insane career. Basketball Reference has 11 seasons and 398 games of international play logged for Stéphane. He averaged 8.7 points per game, 2.8 rebounds, and 48% from the field. Now his son Zaccharie plays for the Hawks, and his daughter Inoa Risacher is 16 years old and plays in the LFB, the top women's pro basketball league in France. Zaccharie Risacher played in the LNB Elite, the top tier of French basketball. LNB just translates to National Basketball League. LNB Elite was previously known as the LNB Pro A. Risacher played for Asvel. He entered the team's youth program in the LNB Espoirs in August 2020. He averaged 12.5 points and 4.4 rebounds. Then he made his debut for the senior team in 2021 in a game against the Metropolitans 92, and later debuted versus Monaco in the EuroLeague. That 2021-22 Asvel team ended up winning the championship and had both Victor Wembanyama and Kostas Antetokounmpo on the team. But Risacher didn't play on the floor at the same time as Wembanyama at all. Risacher only played in 5 games in between the EuroLeague and LNB Pro A. In all, he had just 7 points and 4 rebounds in 33 minutes. Risacher did have some more playing time the next season though. He played in 16 LNB games and won the Leaders Cup, averaging 12.9 minutes and 2.6 points. And he played in 18 EuroLeague games, averaging 13.2 minutes and 3.2 points. He signed his first professional contract in June of 2023 and then was loaned to JL Borg, another LNB elite club. He really did break out during the 2023-24 season. He played in 32 LNB games and played 22 minutes per game with 10.1 points and 3.8 rebounds while shooting 43.9%. Risacher was an LNB All-Star and named the LNB Elite Best Young Player. Fun fact, that award was actually given to Victor Wembanyama for 3 straight seasons the 3 years prior. Then Risacher played in the Euro Cup, averaging 22 minutes, 13.1 points, and 3.6 rebounds on 56.6% from the field. JL Borg lost in the Euro Cup finals, but Risacher was named the Euro Cup Rising Star. Internationally, he played for France at the 2022 FIBA U17 World Cup in Spain and the 2023 U19 World Cup in Hungary. France went on to win the bronze medal in 2022 and the silver medal in 2023. Additionally, he did play in the Nike Hoop Summit in 2023 and had a pretty disappointing showing. Zaccharie Risacher is a 6'9", 215-pound, 19-year-old wing. Scouts have been pretty back and forth on him the past couple years. He had a breakout season playing for JL Borg, where he was one of the most efficient shooters in the LNB Elite. And that's what Risacher is. he's a shooter. He'll spot up from the wing and be expected to score from the perimeter. Bleacher Report actually compared him to Harrison Barnes and Michael Porter Jr. Barnes has had a long NBA career, averaging 14 points in all, and MPJ is fresh off of averaging 16.7 points, playing in 81 games for the Nuggets. Risacher's shot making and perimeter scoring are big strengths. He can also score as a runner and does have some defensive upside. On the weaknesses side of things, he doesn't really create a lot, and he does struggle to make his free throws. Now, the 2024 NBA draft really was far from loaded. There really wasn't a surefire number one guy. Fellow Frenchman Alex Sarr was also surely in contention. He played well in Australia last season, but ended up going second to the Wizards. Sarr did, however, make it known that he didn't want to play for Atlanta. UConn guys like Donovan Clingan, the 7th pick to Portland, and Stephon Castle, the 4th pick to San Antonio, both were also in the discussion, as was Kentucky's Reed Shepherd, who went at 3 to the Rockets. Zaccharie Risacher is projected to slide in at the 3 for the Hawks. Trae Young is obviously the big name in Atlanta. He averaged over 25 points per game for the 5th straight season and was named an All-Star for the 3rd time. Bogdan Bogdanovic is at the other guard spot. He averaged 17 points, 3.1 assists, and 3.4 rebounds last season. There's Jalen Johnson, who's entering his 4th year in Atlanta, and then there's also ex-Pro A best young player in France, Clint Capella, who rounds out the expected starting 5. As for the bench, DeAndre Hunter and Onyeka Okongwu are both on the roster. Same for Kobe Buffkin and Vit Krejci. The Hawks did also acquire Dyson Daniels, Larry Nance Jr., EJ Liddell, and 2 first-round picks from the Pelicans for DeJounte Murray. Atlanta missed the playoffs last season and haven't won a series since 2021, where they lost to the eventual NBA champion Bucks in the Eastern Conference Finals. Quinn Snyder is entering his 2nd full season as the Hawks head coach. He was hired during the 2022-23 season, following 8 seasons in Utah. Under him, Atlanta had the 16th overall pick in 2022, which was AJ Griffin, and the number 15 pick last year, Kobe Buffkin. Then, somehow, someway, the Hawks landed number 1, Zaccharie Risacher.